I'm Tracy. I'm founder of Jivana. Welcome today. This is going to be a nice grounding yoga flow. So we will be doing this for about 20 to 30 minutes. So we're going to get started today just in a seated position. So whatever that means to you, it could be a nice, just easy seat. You could be seated, sorry. You could find yourself on a block if that feels more comfortable to you. You could be in hero pose. Whatever works for you. But we're going to just get situated in a nice, just comfortable seat. You can rest your arms on your knees. Palms can be facing down if you're feeling like you don't want energy. If you want a little extra energy, then put your palms facing up. This is a mudra to receive energy. Palms down means you don't want extra energy, or you're not looking for extra energy, I should say. And then however your knees or however your legs are situated right now, which is the normal comfortable position that we all sit in, we just find our natural comfortable position. I want you to switch your leg arrangement. So this is how I always sit. Legs are tucked in the same position. Switch it so it's the opposite. So this will be an uncomfortable place for you, or it will be the more unnatural position. But let's do it that way to start with. So let's find this seat and let your eyes drift closed. And we're just gonna be here for a few moments with our eyes shut, our legs in their unnatural position, but that's okay. It's good to be uncomfortable. And just get connected with your breath. So all the thoughts that are kind of coming in and out of your mind, notice that they're there, but just know that you can deal with those things later. Just know that this is your time on your mat for the next 20 or 30 minutes, and all those things that are coming at you left and right, you'll deal with those, and they'll still be there 20 or 30 minutes from now. So just let them boomerang off your mind for now. And instead, just connect with your breath. So just the inhale and the exhale. And as you start to get more comfortable with your inhale and your exhale, notice if you can make your inhales just a little bit longer. So when you get to the top of your inhale, see if you can just take one more sip of air. And then when you get to your exhales, see if you can slow those exhales down. Don't be so fast to exhale. Slow those suckers down. Slow those exhales down as if you were trying to stretch them out as long as possible. And now when you're inhaling and exhaling, count how long it takes you to take an inhale. And count how long it takes you to exhale as you're trying to stretch out that exhale as long as you can. How many beats is it taking you to exhale? See how long you can extend that exhale. And one last breath. Inhaling. And exhaling. And when you're ready, at your own time, you can flutter your eyes open. And we're going to just start with some neck rolls. So just taking your head and just slowly bringing your chin down to your chest and over to one side and letting it rest, your left ear to your left shoulder. And then back down towards your chest. And then over to the right side of your body, your right ear to your right shoulder. Seeing if you can find any little creaks that may need some extra attention or TLC. Just noticing. And then back towards center. And then moving with your breath. Inhaling to the side, exhaling towards the chest. Inhaling to the ear, to the shoulder. Exhaling, chin to chest. Inhale, ear to shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. We'll do this a couple more times. Inhaling, ear to shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, ear to shoulder. And meeting, chin to chest. And lifting your head up. Let's just do some full neck rolls. Your neck should be getting pretty loose by now. Switching directions whenever it feels right to you. And then meeting in neutral. And extending arms out and just doing some wrist circles. And reverse. I have one arm that just doesn't want to cooperate here. And then shoulder circles. Forward, backwards, I guess I'm doing. And forward. Or opposite, whatever you've done. And now we're just going to do some torso circles. So engaging your spine while we do these. So as we extend forward, we're arching our back. So doing some cat-cow movements, so arching as if we're in cat, and then as we go forward, we're arching as if we're in cow, so extending, and then coming back, and then extending, and cat, cow. And if that doesn't feel good to you, then just do what does. No judgment. And then reversing directions. And one more time. Okay. And last, we're just going to extend our legs, and just one at a time, doing some ankle circles. So one direction and then the other. And then lifting the other foot in one direction and the other. And coming up slowly, we're just going to come into a toe stand here. So coming just onto our toes. You can use your hands for balance, that's no problem. But we're just getting a stretch in our toe joints, which we don't do very often. We kind of neglect these little babies. So rocking back and forth. And then coming back down. And then slowly rolling up into mountain pose. So we're just going to flow through a couple of moon salutations. So these are very grounding exercises. We'll do these slowly. So reaching arms up on the inhale, exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, reaching your left leg back, reaching up, low lunge, framing your right foot, bringing it back into downward facing dog. Inching forward for Ashtangasana, like an inchworm pose. Then pressing back into downward facing dog. Stepping the right leg forward. Coming into low lunge. Stepping back, downward dog. Coming back forward for forward fold, sweeping arms up, and then exhale back into Namaste at Heart Center. Then inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, stepping your right leg back. Lifting up to low lunge and pressing back into downward facing dog. Then coming down into Ashtangasana. Pressing back up into downward facing dog. Stepping your opposite foot forward. Low lunge. Back into downward facing dog. Coming back forward to forward fold. Sweeping arms up and exhaling, Namaste. Finding your breath here. We're going to step our left foot back into warrior two. So extending your arms forward into warrior two. And then draping your arm back, reverse warrior. And then coming forward into extended side angle. Holding it here. And straightening your front leg. Pivoting, folding forward, finding a wide-legged forward fold. And then bracing your left palm on the ground, reaching your right arm up. And switching, placing your right palm underneath your head or right between your feet, and then extending your left arm up. Then bringing your both hands down to meet the other. Then placing them on your hips and using your core to bring yourself up. And pivoting onto your other foot, so you're facing the opposite side of your mat. And finding warrior two on this side. So bending your front leg, extending your arms out wide. Warrior two. Gazing right out over the middle finger of your front arm. Bending deeply into your front leg. And then finding revolved warrior on this side. And then extending over that front leg and finding extended side angle. And then coming back up into center. Again, finding wide-legged forward fold. Coming down, we're going to go into a low side lunge. So we're starting on our right side here. So you can bring your hands up into namaste position. That feels good to you, or you can even brace them on the ground. And then using your right arm or elbow just to brace your right knee and get some more leverage to open up that thigh. And then switching sides. So coming over to the left side, bringing the toes of your right foot up. And whatever arm position you found on the other side, repeat it over on this side. I like to really use my arm to keep my leg open, so really pressing into that knee and really pressing the side of my leg open. And then coming back up. We're going to come back into this wide forward fold, coming back up, and then pivoting back towards the front of our mat. The front toes face towards the front of the mat. The back toes are going to come back into a 45-degree angle as if they're in the warrior two position, but we're going to bring our arms back out, and instead we're going to come into triangle pose. Trikonasana. So bringing hands up towards the ceiling, and your other hands can be either on a block or on the floor. So trying to find extension in the spine. So The spine is reaching long through the crown of the head, through the sacrum. We're not collapsing down. We're really trying to find length. It doesn't matter how far down you go to the ground. It really matters the length that you're finding in the spine. So it's better to be up higher and with length in the spine than to be down lower and collapsing. And coming back up and finding revolved Trikonasana. Maintaining your balance. And coming back to center. We're going to pivot again, facing the back of the room this time, or back of your mat. Arms stay in the same position. And this time we're going to do the same thing just towards the other end of the mat. So extending forward. So reaching forward as far as you can reach before you tilt down towards the earth. Trying to find space and length through all your joints here. Your hip joints, your spine, shoulders. Connecting with your breath. And coming back up, and then revolving your Trikonasana, gazing up towards your palm. And then coming back to neutral. So we can heel toe our feet back towards hip distance, shaking it out a bit. It's been a lot of work with the hips. And then we're going to just slowly sink our way down into Malasana. So yogi squat. And while we're down here, just feel free to just shake it out a bit, because we've done a lot of hip opening things. So shaking it out before we find our way onto our seat. And as we find our way onto our seat, we're going to do just a few core exercises before we wrap up our session. So coming all the way onto our back, our knees are going to come at a 90-degree angle. So not towards our chest too much and not too much over here, but right so the knees are at a 90-degree angle with our thighs and the ground. And our hands are going to press into our knees like they're pushing our legs away. And then we're going to just tap our foot down towards the ground. But our knees are never going to come any more towards our chest than 90 degrees than they are right now. So we're going to do this for about 30 seconds. Okay, so here we go. So not bringing our knees any more towards our chest than 90 degrees. Keep pressing your thighs like they're pressing against you. They should be pressing against you. So you're using your thighs to press against your hands, and you're using your hands to press against your thighs. And you should also be feeling your core. You've got it. 15 more seconds. You can go as slow or fast as you want, it doesn't matter, as long as you have proper form. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now extend your legs up to the ceiling. And we're going to put our hands behind our head, lift our head up off the ground. And one by one, we're going to just lower our leg to the ground and up and down and up, down, up, down, and up. We'll be here for another 30 seconds. You've got it. 15 seconds. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your legs into your chest. Rock it out. And we just have one more core exercise that we're going to do before calling it a day. So bringing your legs back up, we're going to just do yogi bicycles. So legs can't come any further in like they are right now. And we're just going to do cross, 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 cross. We'll be here for 30. Stick with it. You've got it. We're halfway there. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent job. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Good job. And slowly make your way up to a seated position. Coming back to the seat that we found ourselves in when we started. Let your eyes fall closed. We're going to end with just a short pranayama. I want you to take your left hand and put it on your belly, just the way we started, and your right hand and put it on your chest. And we're going to do Durga, or a yogi breath again. So we're going to inhale into our belly, and then to our chest, and then to our collarbone. And then exhale from the belly, the chest, the collarbone. Inhale, belly, chest, collarbone. Exhale, belly, chest, collarbone. Okay? Everybody, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, belly, chest, collarbone. Exhale, belly, chest, collarbone. Last time, inhale, belly, chest, collarbone. Exhale, belly, chest, collarbone. Let's bring our hands to heart center. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone. Join us again on our platform. We have many yoga classes to offer. Just check out the website, lovejivana.com. If you haven't filled out your Dosha quiz yet, we have a very new and improved, innovative quiz. So check that out and make sure you fill that out as well. That will deeply enhance your practice. So check that out. Thank you so much again. Namaste. See you soon.